Hello, everyone. We're going to paint a mandala ornament using very basic tools. It's perfect for a beginner. You can see the details of the tools and colors I'm using below. I'm teaching this to some colleagues tomorrow, so I thought I'd share the process with everyone. 4-inch ornament. I'm going to start with my beginner stencil here, and just gonna trace it. Okay, there we go. And now we're going to use our colors. So I have jadeite glass, green tree, jewel green, um, light mocha, and Alizaren Crimson. And sorry, last one, glorious gold. There. Okay, so I am using basic tools. It's not my usual, but this is a set from Amazon. So I'm gonna use these, and then I think they have like these too. I just mix them. Let me see if I can measure how many centimeters they are. It's about a centimeter, the tool. And it's going to work perfectly on our ornament here. So I'm going to use gold in the center. And clean off my tool. And just swirl it here. I'm going to use the same tool in the light mocha. And we're just going to dot the next round. There. And I'm going to swirl these two. Okay, and now we're going to do our greens. So same tool, the pink tool and the lightest green. It's going to dot the bottom.
And then use that same tool to flatten these out. Okay. And now we'll use our next darkest green and a smaller tool, so this blue tool. I'll just make 2 dots on either side here. Okay. Okay, and then we'll make a dot with the bigger tool here again at the top. I'm going to put it on here. Let's see. Didn't spread kind of nicely there, but okay. Now we'll do some detail, or actually we'll do these little red ones. So I think I'm going to go with this, maybe the smaller tool. So the medium tool here. And then I'm going to use the small end of the stylus to bring it to a point. So we'll use the small end of the stylus, just pull it down in the middle, and then on the sides, just fill in that teardrop shape. go. So now I'm just going to smooth these out again. Okay. Now we'll do some gold details while we're waiting for these to dry. So I'm going to take the bigger end of the tool. We'll do a dot at the top and a smaller dot there. So a dot at the top and then a smaller dot. And a dot at the top, smaller dot. There we go. And now I'm going to switch to the smaller one. I'm just going to do some small walking the dots here. It's just where you put a tiny amount of paint on your smaller end of the tool. And you just slowly make dots around, and they get smaller and smaller as you go along. Okay. And then we're going to do what we call swooshes. So it's where you drag the paint around. Oops. Be careful, I put my finger in one of the green ones, so careful of your hands. So around these green, light green dots, doing the swoosh. Okay, and now I'm going to just flip it over to the bigger end. Just going to put a dot at the top of each green and red. Okay, and now we'll walk the dots around the red. One more. Okay, and then I'm just going to get a little bit more gold. It's going to make a little could also do walking the dots there. Okay. And then I'm going to go back to my light mocha at my small end. I'm just going to do a swoosh the other way on that one. It's a little bit runnier, so I'm just going to try to pick up less paint. Okay, still waiting for it to dry a little bit. I'm going to use my smallest one, which is my little purple rod here. Oops, I'm going to go with the white. So this light mocha. dot on either side. Okay. Smoothing these out. Okay. So let's see how dry it is. So we're going to let that be. All right, now these are dry, except my center dot, which I did add a little bit. So now we're going to do our top dots. So we just use a smaller tool. So I'm going to use this blue swirly tool. Ooh, chunk of paint here. And we'll just top dot each white dot here. Okay. Okay, and now I'm going to top dot these light green with white, or the light mocha here. Okay, and I'm just going to keep the same tool, and I'm going to move to the medium green, and we'll do the outside. Oops, probably did it bigger than I wanted here. A little bit smaller so you can see the green. Okay, and then we'll do the smallest tool, which is this purple tool, and we'll take the darkest green and we'll top dot these guys. But when you top dot them, I'm going to bring them into the inside instead of kind of in the middle. I'm going to use the same tool. We'll do a little gold dot. The top of these little teardrops. There. And what else do we have to top dot these little guys? I think the red looks nice on the white, so I'm going to just use my blue tool here. Let's get missed one. And more gold. So at the tip of each of these, super cute. We're gonna wait and let it dry one more time. Okay, so we're pretty dry. So I'm gonna do a little bit more top dots. So I'm gonna top dot these guys. So bring the red out a little bit. this green. I'll do a little dot inside.
So pretty. Now I'm gonna put some more hair.
Why does your mushroom have hair?
I don't know. Two colors of hair. Actually, I'm gonna put lots of colors of hair.
Oh yeah?
Because she dyed her hair all. Some a little bit hair that she dyed pink, and a little bit hair that she dyed purple.
Okay, we're gonna use gold.
This little ma'am. This ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And just trying to decide what top dot to do on this outside. I think because we have white here, I might just do one more of that dark green here. Oh, is it in there? You okay, hon?
Mm-hmm. There's not any red, is there?